This is my honest review of Synthesys. Hi there, I'm Victor. If you enjoy this video, please click on the like button. To say hello or ask questions to me, please do so in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This is a review of Synthesys from the vendor Mario Brown. In this review, we'll look at the sales page. I'll take you in and show you the software with some demo type stuff, and I'll conclude with my recommendations and why. Synthesys is an online voiceover generator application with human-sounding voice actors. It says that it's for anyone who wants to create great-sounding voiceovers for any use at all, but especially for people who want to use great voices to make money online. It talks about how great that these voiceovers sound and everything, that it's just 3 simple clicks. You choose a voice, you bring your text over, render it, and you can download it and share it and different things like that, right? And then it's just saying, you know, if you have great sounding voices, then you'll have more sales and everything else to go with it. And then it talks about some different ways that maybe you could use these voiceovers, for example, on Fiverr and stuff. Now, whether or not you can, I don't know. The voices do sound pretty good. If I was paying you for a voiceover and I recognized that you were giving me something that was just computer generated, I don't know how I would feel about that. But if it sounded great, that really is all that matters. So let's go ahead and take a step actually and listen to some of these comparisons. So here, let me go ahead and play this for you.
Tired of sifting through classified ads and online directories to find your new home rental? Did you know you can hire a real estate agent to help pinpoint the most suitable units for you and your family? Tired of sifting through classified ads and online directories to find your new home rental? Did you know you can hire a real estate agent to help pinpoint the most suitable units for you and your family?
Tired of sifting through classified ads and online directories to find your new home rental? Did you know you could hire a real estate agent to help pinpoint the most suitable units for you and your family?
Millennial Skin is all about celebrating real people with real beauty. We believe in breaking an attainable beauty.
It's that time of the year you've all been waiting for. The Exotic Pet Parade is here this Saturday. Bring your lizards, iguanas, and rare birds to strut their stuff at the 5th annual market. The prince sat down by some stunted trees, whose tops had been broken off a long time ago by an avalanche, and began to eat the bit of bread and cheese that he had stored in his pocket. Meanwhile, his black horse ate the grass, which,
like many other philosophers who greatly extended our knowledge of nature, Galileo had a remarkable aptitude for the invention of instruments designed for philosophical research.
Ready for some fun in the sun? Not without our oversized beach towels. Scott's Surf Shop has everything to cover you at the beach, including swimming apparel, sunblock, scuba gear,
Work, life, balance. 3 tiny words. An impossible equation that humankind has tried to solve for centuries. What would it mean to your life if you could achieve all of your goals? If family.
Well, you see, there are reasons, she returned, and said no more, for she did not want to bring up the subject of their former strife, lest her nurse should offer to go before she had had her grandmother's permission to bring her. Of course she could refuse to take her, but then she would believe her less than.
My father, the king of Platidor, has suffered greatly at the hands of the Water's Edge king and his army. As my father's only kin, I must travel to the Water's Edge and convince their king to bypass Platidor on their next crusade. My father, the king...
Some of these voices sound really good, and at the same time, when it comes to audio stuff, you need to be very critical, because if you're going to sell this to anyone, they're going to be very critical. I know that if I received some of these recordings and someone was supposed to be creating it for me, you know, there's different little things that I hear that kind of sound like, you know, fake breathing and audible distortion, digital distortion. It might be that it's just the quality of the sample voices here and that the software does a better job with some of those things. I don't know. If you get it, be very critical of it and everything, especially if you're going to use it and have people pay you for it, for the audio itself. If you're using it to create marketing stuff for yourself or animations and different things like that, where you are your own customer, then you can make a decision completely for yourself. But if you're going to have other customers, I would highly recommend as soon as possible, if you get the software, to go ahead and try it out on some customers so that they can give you some honest feedback. And that way, if it's going to work, great. But if it's not going to work, you can quickly go ahead and say, return it probably. Here's some different ideas of what you can use voiceovers for. Sales video, commercials, presentations, training videos, explainer videos, animations, VSLs, demos, stories, podcasts. And then it talks about reasons why you'd want a software to do it instead of paying someone because the software costs so much less. And then the rest is just normal sales. And let's go ahead and look at the prices. Here we are with the pricing plan and one-time offers, front end commercial. Some of the main differences include how many credits are included. And the credits are important. I'll explain why credits are so important when I walk you through what the software looks like in a moment. 10,000 credits for the front end, and you can buy more credits from within the application. 30,000 credits are included in the commercial pro that has extra English voice actors and different information about that. Then it talks about multiple rendering threads for bigger scripts, which will make sense in just a few moments. Then there's some more one-time offers, done for you boost pack. They have some interesting things as far as pre-rendered audio voiceovers for niche proven conversions, pre-rendered voiceover scripts. And then this one-time offer 3 talks about different amounts of credits that you can purchase for a certain amount of money. So 150,000 credits for $147, 500,000 credits for $297, or unlimited credits for $497. The last one-time offer apparently is so that you can use Synthesys to put voices over the videos instead of music in 3 software apps. Here we have the screens of Synthesys, and basically what you do is you select a voice actor, you go ahead and type in your characters. Now in the video that they have as a demo, it says 250 characters, but right here it actually shows a person typing and it says X amount of 500 characters. So I'm not sure why that's different than what they're saying. All right, so you type in your script or paste it in, and then you go ahead and render it, and it creates these different clips. And when you're ready, you can select these clips in the order that you want them to be merged. And then you can merge those clips together, and then you can download them and use them how you're choosing to use them and everything. What's so special about the credits? Well, here's the thing. So up here you can buy more credits in their software. A credit is the same thing as a character. So for example, right here it says your voice clips, right? I could count. That's 14 characters of text that are used for your voice clips. That's how many credits it is also. So if you just buy the front end and it includes 10,000 credits, that is the same as saying it includes 10,000 characters. If you want some examples of what that looks like, the description that I have in this YouTube video, all of my text in the description is a little less than 5,000 characters. In other words, it's a little less than 5,000 credits. Another way to look at it is this. If I took all of the text from the sales page and copied it and pasted it into a text file, that text file is a little more than 24,000 characters. In other words, the text file would be a little more than 24,000 credits. Another way to look at it would be to say that I don't have enough credits if I buy the front end with 10,000 credits to actually do all of the voiceover for the sales page that they have. So what's the big deal about credits and all of that? Well, the sales page is simple, it's clear, and it's to the point. The voices actually sound pretty good. A lot of them sound pretty good, I think. And they could be very useful in very many different ways. I believe all of that's true. The sound of the voices is pretty good, especially compared to some of the other stuff out there. Looking and listening to the demo, I can say that it seems like a good product. but like any production tool, you will want to pay attention to the details. Some of them were mentioned when we were looking at the OTOs. This is software that looks like it can be very powerful and useful, but first and foremost, the question is, will you really use it? If your answer is no, or not anytime soon, then you may want to hold off on buying it. You could argue that the price may go up, true, and perhaps it may, but I'd still want to ask, will you use it? And can you afford to use it, since you will probably need to buy more credits in order to finish a job with it, since, just for example, this review description in my review video here is actually 4,746 characters, which would be almost half of what you get when you buy the front end for $47 version of the app. I think I feel okay in recommending this with a big weight and answer the questions. Will you use it? When will you use it? Will it pay for itself? If you get it, then I'd also recommend getting something like Audacity, which is a free audio editing application you can get online. Again, it's called Audacity. Great for editing audio. And that way you can edit without spending credits on extra redos that only involve simple audio editing. Obviously, you're going to have to keep buying credits if you keep using the software, unless you buy the unlimited one-time offer for almost $500. So I'll conclude by asking one last time, will you use it? Do you know how many credits, letters of text, you will need to complete the task you have in mind? Because ultimately that's going to be the biggest issue with this. The voice actors sound good and everything. I think they got something special here that could be very useful. I also think that you're probably going to use a lot more credits than you realize, and there's going to be a learning curve. There always is, and you're going to be spending credits to learn. Just be aware of that, if nothing else. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a 5 because although it sounds great and powerful, it is obvious that you could easily use up a lot of credits and money buying more credits if you don't really know how to plan and script things out for production. And just because they say you can use it for certain things and purposes doesn't mean that it's going to be easy to do that. And a lot of times there's a learning curve on stuff like that too. So I'll give you an example. I recently created an Audible book. When I looked at the requirements, it was very clear in saying that it was not allowed to use any kind of automated voices for creating the Audible book. But being able to use it to create voiceovers for different projects and stuff like that, I could see that that would be possible and everything. And like I said, some of these voices sound pretty good. I like how some of them sound. Well, that's my review. If you're interested in something else that I do recommend, please click on my link in the description or go to 𝐻𝐸2AnyDoor.com. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to say hello to me in the comments below and subscribe to my channel.